Plimouth Plantation, Two Cultures and Peoples. Plimouth Plantation was begun by pilgrims who were being persecuted in England and Holland. But there were people here when they arrived. The Wampinog tribe lived on the shores of Massachusetts the day a large ship with sails came to shore. The Wampinog survived by farming, fishing, hunting, and gathering things from the earth. In this picture, a Wampinog girl is making a fishing net. In this picture, a Wampinog boy is showing toys made from the sinew of animals, which are like tendons, and bones. This is a typical Wampinog house, and it's very much like the houses that our Southern California Indians made. In the winter, they might also cover this with bark. This is a picture of a dugout canoe that the Indians used to go in the water and go fishing. This canoe was made by chopping down a piece of wood and then lighting a fire in the center, and as the wood was softened, they could dig out portions of it to make it hollow so they could ride inside. The inside of this Wampinog dwelling shows a bed section that has a lot of furs to help keep them warm, a bag made out of leather, a walking stick, and lots of extra insulation inside made out of animal hides. This Wampinog girl is making soup, which she cooks in a clay pot over a fire. This is a reproduction of the ship that the pilgrims came on. Obviously, my husband and I were not there when they arrived. Every August in the town of Plymouth, Massachusetts, the local people dress up as the original pilgrims to show people their numbers and their general ages. There were families, religious leaders, and soldiers in the original group. Lots of children came over on the voyage, and many more were born shortly after they got here. This is the road leading through Plimouth Plantation, and you can see the ocean beyond, and there's also a lagoon with a freshwater supply and a river. This is an animal enclosure, and the roof is very much like those of the human houses, and that's my daughter in the front. This is what the traditional pilgrim farm looked like. Here's the woman inside of the house. She's wearing the traditional clothing. She has baskets that are made for the reeds and willows by the river. She keeps her fire burning because that's how they're going to prepare all their food. There's some herbs from the garden that are drying overhead. And pretty much these houses were either 1 or 2 rooms, no matter how many people lived there. Plimouth Plantation had a fort on the top of the hill, and that's one of the reproductions of a cannon, of course. And down below where they were looking here, there was a court that was used as the first church, and also was used to settle disputes that people had with each other and have meetings, important meetings. This picture shows a number of the different houses in the plantation to give you an idea how small it was when you consider that all around them there were